Welcome, everyone, to a special live edition of the show. We're generally always live, though not usually this early in the day, but we get some breaking news that we just had to bring you, and that would be concerning Rupert Murdoch and Fox News. Rupert Murdoch was the founder of Fox News. He has just, I don't know what you call this, fired himself. He's just announced that he has stepped down from both Fox News and Fox Corporation. It's a time for change, he says. And this is actually kind of hysterical. This is never good when the stock price goes up, when the guy in charge or gal in charge leaves. But investors are applauding it. They're like, see ya. You know, they can't get him out fast enough. 92 years old, really not able to, in my estimation anyway, and I've talked about this a lot, really anticipate all the changes that are happening within the media industry, and consequently Fox News, News Corp, all of these companies under his control really do risk being left in the dust. We've talked about this at length. I know none of you like Disney. Probably none of you like Fox either, but Disney at least is trying to adapt to these changing times. Not the case there with Mr. Rupert Murdoch, who was the head of both these companies. He's now going to be, quote unquote, chair emeritus of both companies. I'm going to share with you the detailed note that he left for the staff there today. And we're going to talk here about what's really going on, because I don't think he's entirely exiting stage left now. He's too smart for that. He's just looking for a new headline. He's looking for a new headline, shall we say, because there is this little book that just got released or is about to get released. We just saw some excerpts from it yesterday. It's a very gossip-ridden, scandalous kind of book, the kind of stuff that Michael Wolff does. And none of it makes Rupert Murdoch look so good, right? I mean, there's stories in here about how he repeatedly wished for Donald Trump to be dead. So, you know, that's not necessarily good for a conservative news outlet when the entire conservative party, some 60% of Republicans, want Donald Trump to be president again. So it could just be that this is Rupert Murdoch kind of thinking, okay, I got to be clever here. I got to sort of salvage my reputation. And maybe the answer is I leave, and that becomes the headline, right? Because he's not stupid. Although apparently he thinks Hannity is. That's another one of the excerpts from the book. So there's a lot of little tidbits and a lot of reporting for journalists that I suspect he's really not too fond of seeing over and over and over again. Quick reminder, if you have not subscribed to this channel, do me that favor. Subscribe right there. Just hit the button, hit the bell. We are here every single day. Lots of analysis on everything that's happening right now, politically, financially, and of course, within the news industry itself as well. I do want to point out shares of Fox are trading up nearly 3% right now, which is just sort of, actually it's just 2%. There you go. Okay, there's some saving grace, Rupert. Investors are just trading your share price up 2%, up 54 cents, $29.27. So they're like, again, as I said, see ya. Let me go through the note that he issued to staff here. So Rupert Murdoch sent out this email, and I quote, "For my entire professional life, I have been engaged daily with news and ideas, and that will not change. But the time is right for me to take on different roles, knowing that we have truly talented teams, and a passionate, principled leader in Lachlan," that would be his son, "who will become sole chairman of both companies." So, my goodness, look, Lachlan has been pretty involved from the business side. You've seen him. He's the guy that they put up in front of advertisers. They put on the earnings calls. And he's the guy who apparently, according to his dad, really let the place kind of come apart at the seams, giving, in his dad's estimation, Tucker Carlson too much power, which then led to scenes like this. Shall we show you here? This is Chuck Schumer just going bonkers on Fox and Rupert and demanding effectively that they fire Tucker. Rupert Murdoch would argue that that was Lachlan's doing. So shareholders, I don't know. Like, I wish you guys well on this stock, let me tell you. It's a good thing it's primarily owned by the family. Here we go.
Millions of Americans tuned in to one of the most shameful hours we have ever seen on cable television. Fox News host Tucker Carlson ran a lengthy segment last night arguing the January 6th Capitol attack was not a violent insurrection. I don't think I've ever seen it.
He goes on to say it's like the worst thing he's ever seen in cable, and he's calling on Rupert Murdoch to not allow Tucker Carlson on the air anymore with this. Well, that's eventually, of course, what happened. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.